What I learned from Empower You, I learned new marketing skills,
especially how to sustain repeat customers.
Empower You has really changed my understanding of business, in that business should be able to sustain itself, with or without you.
A lot of young people would want to achieve something so fast, so quick. So this project really helped to adjust on their mindset that you really have to work for something and patiently wait for it in order for you to benefit.
The Empower You project has been implemented by GWED-G, Caritas Switzerland as our lead, and StartHub Africa. So GWED-G has been working with the youth leaders, building their capacity to advocate pro-youth policy changes at the division and city council level. We supported the youth to come up with an advocacy plan, and we are happy to note that there are some notable changes already in terms of youth coming up with issues that affect them, bringing them up to the attention of the duty bearers, with confidence, articulating their issues both at local and national level.
I remember we did push for urgent work to be done on our road, and immediately something was done. We had some issue with garbage collection in one of the wards in Badegla Ibe, and after a few months they responded by buying and putting in place another garbage kit. So I feel after this project empowering us, when we speak out, something is being done.
Before we joined the program, there were a lot of communication gap, especially between the youth leaders and the duty bearers. And another thing is the youth didn't know most of the government programs.
When you look at most of the government programs in the city, we have YLP, that is Youth Livelihood Project, and we have the Uganda Women Entrepreneurship Program. You would realize that most of the youth were not aware of where to access information regarding the project. So the program has helped us to bridge that gap.
Before Empower You, I was facing a lot of challenges. The first challenge was access to the market. The second challenge was inadequate finance. Then there was also no proper tools and equipment to boost the work, to increase the production. We did not have the technical skill, like the business management skills, like how to write the business plan, how to do the market segment, how to come up with the quality product, those of branding, and how to get the market for our products.
With Empower You, I got to know my objective of doing the business. I understand that as I'm doing business, I need to do records so that I understand the benefits I'm getting out of the business.
Before Empower You, I think I was making money but eating it hand to mouth. So when I did the Empower You program, then I started to understand that, okay, I need a bank account for my business. I need to track my sales. Initially, I was just doing hand to mouth before. I didn't have any plans or anything.
Before I joined Empower You, we were using a much smaller machine. Everything was so manual. I wasn't keeping proper book records. I also wasn't managing the resources right. So with all the trainings that I have got, I have seen a very significant change in the business.
With the Empower You project at StartHub, we are focusing on young entrepreneurs who are creating medium and small businesses. And they are focused largely on young people that are below 35 years of age in the cities of Gulu and Lira. Now here in Gulu, our focus is developing training programs that are designed to help them start their businesses and begin to grow that business to a level where they will no longer fail. So we start from what we call business fundamentals. Once they've gone through that process, they again go through the next process, which we call the accelerator. And once they go through that phase, we select again a few of them to go into mentorship, which is where I, as a business coach, I am focusing on. This basically means 1 or 2 days in a week, one-on-one with the founder, solving 2 or 3 challenges that they are going through. And then, of course, we have financial support, that these businesses that have gone through Accelerator and have gone through coaching then end up in a phase that we go through pitching, business competition. In that case, the top people get to win grants that are meant and designed to help their businesses to grow.
I was given 500,000 by Empower You, and that money I bought with a commercial blender. So now that I have a commercial blender, I'm able to make much quantity of juice in a shorter period of time.
The Empower You project, we get some grant of 2 million. Then this money enables us to increase the volume of our production.
Given the grant that we managed to get, we were able to scale up the business, and that alone attracted so many schools. We also had issues with our packaging, but now our chalk is really being packaged in a more suitable form, in that we can now send to even further destinations.
We pitched for the grant and we won 3 million shillings. And that 3 million shillings helped me to do a lot of things. 1, it helped me to register a bank account. 2, it helped me to get a filling machine. And then 3, it helped me to get a sealing machine.
What inspired me to start the business was when I got done with school and then I was home unemployed, and I know I am able to make juice because during my holiday time I would help my sister make some juice. I said I cannot just be home, yet I can earn something out of the skills that I have.
Having been given the best education, for me that was the biggest worry of my life. How can I provide that same education to my child the best way possible? So that zeal led me to chalk. So I got motivated to actually go learn about it. It became a business idea for me, given the fact that there were so many loopholes that I saw in the supply chain of chalk, because almost 90% of the chalk being used in Uganda is actually imported. So that is what really motivated me to actually start producing chalk.
I started the business after I suffered from eczema. All the clinics I went to, they told me there was no cure. So they put me on prednisolone and cetirizine as a control measure. When COVID hit, I had the privilege to travel back up country, and I was with my grandmother. She saw my skin, and then she asked me to take a bath and gave me shea butter. It was shocking that after using it, my eczema actually started to disappear. And so I made that edible shea butter, I turned it into a smearing oil. So my first customers were people dealing with eczema, and we have now grown to a beauty brand.
I decided to join Empower You because as a young entrepreneur, I felt the dreams were really big. I felt I needed a lot of guidance, so that really pushed me to actually work even harder.
1, it helped me put my business in check. So now at least I know that I have to bank my money. I've been able to build meaningful relationships out of it. I've also been able to keep a bit of records for myself. So I think it's been very impactful for me.
We learn the skill, then the skills enable us to be more professional. Right now we have our business model, we have our business plan, we have our marketing strategy, we have a well-branded products.
Since I joined Empower You, my records are now kept. The number of customers have also increased, and of course always improving where the mistakes have been.
The coming of the program of Empower You by Caritas Switzerland has really impacted a lot. I at one point mobilized the youth leaders from from my division, and they went and did a monitoring visit to different industrial areas and workplaces to check on the general safety and their health. And we wrote the report to the town clerk, and indeed something was done. All this it was due to the Empower You program under the advocacy part.
I remember one of these founders, Luo Chok. She had an investor get interested in what she was building. And when she approached us, she was interested in getting the advice in how to structure that investment. And I found that in that process of engagement with this investment, they were able to seal that investment. And I can see that their business has now gone probably 10x in terms of what they could have been just because of the support. At StartHub, we had only given them 3 million shillings, but this new partner was willing to actually give them up to 20 million shillings. And you can see that level of growth that was actually possible. Another very interesting moment for me was how some of the founders that we had supported began to have UNBS certification and have some of their products on the shelves beyond even our city of Gulu. And every time I walk into the supermarket, I am walking through that aisle that has their products, even if I'm not going to buy, just so I can feel the impact of what could still be done.
This particular project and my presence in youth leadership has really empowered me and filled me with a sense of patriotism, and I'm so much persuaded to continue serving the local community, and as well I look forward national service. So all my dreams is in regards to public administration and serving my country.
I would love to say to the donors, to the partners, thank you for the different lives that you've changed. So one of my biggest plea would be that the project should continue, because there are still so many youngsters out there with very beautiful innovations that need to see light. Other than that, I am so grateful, very, very grateful for this opportunity and for the rest of the people who have been able to go through whatever opportunities that I've also had.
I must appreciate the team of Empower You project for giving us this opportunity and support. And we are requesting them to reach out to many youth as possible, because if the world can have many entrepreneurs, it means most of the problem will be solved.
I would love to say thank you very much. Please always continue to support the young people. Just know you are changing lives. For example, you can see from me, my life has never been the same again.
No words can, describe how we are very appreciative. I know it has been a wonderful journey, and we really pledge any program. Let Caritas not forget Lira City.
Our Empower You program has really been so good, and for it to leave would mean a disservice. So it's my humble request that the program should continue. More years should be given to the youth so that they can benefit.
What has been quite interesting is the ability for young people to learn very fast, but also if they are taught right, they have so much potential and energy that they then can be able to put it in the right things. If they are guided right on the very start, they are able to build their businesses at a level that they understand the key things that are most critical. And because they have so much that is still being taught to them, you want to make sure that you're teaching them or educating them on the right thing, because they absorb so much, and if you don't give them the right thing, they are bound to believe it as well.